Hey, good afternoon. Joe here, Meadowhawks Farm. Just wanted to show you my little cultipacker that I cobbled together, and I'm going to be using it here for the first time. After I spread a little rye seed down, I'm going to cultipack my vegetable garden. It's nice and fluffy after I rototilled it. And like I said before, on this channel, we're all about just sharing funny and silly ideas to live this lifestyle and do it on a budget, a tight budget, because that's what I'm on, tight budget. And this is the metal that I picked up from a local metal yard a while back, and this is a piece of plastic drain pipe, 6-inch, and I think that's a 1-inch axle that I had gotten off Amazon, and the bearings came off of Amazon. Excuse my welding and my tape measure skills. Life before this, I'm still in a hurry, but when you're in a hurry, nothing happens good, right? As you can see, I got a couple extra holes there because I really didn't like where things lined up, and I actually tried a different bearing here, but I thought that that one would have been a little stronger. But if you had a bigger piece of pipe, that probably would have worked. But with the size of the iron that I was using and everything, that just didn't work because everything was just going to dig into the ground. So I ended up going underneath. So it's a nice greasable bearing. As far as heavy duty goes, I'm thinking that if it fits a 1-inch shaft, it should be heavy duty enough. I'm not a bearing expert by any means. The middle of this tube has got a couple bags of concrete mix in it to make it heavy, and it's pretty heavy. And a couple pieces of wood there that was to center the shaft and keep it while the concrete cured. And what else? Oh, and this is kind of cool. I got this quick detach bucket. It's not a skid steer style. It's something Massey Ferguson had that was fairly cheap that I picked up. It was the kit was like $300, and it's just so you could pop the bucket off maybe while you're mowing. But I had a guy make me a few brackets, and I got a few of the things now I can just quick detach. One of the neat things is this 3-point plate. So if I'm too lazy to get the rototiller off the back, which I'll be using here again, so I really didn't feel like taking it off, I just throw this plate on here. It takes about 2 minutes, and it's a 3-point hitch, and I can pop the bucket off, throw this on, and run this cultipacker on the front. And then in another 2 minutes, have it switched over back to the bucket, and I didn't have to fight with anything too bad, like the rototiller's kind of a bear to get on. You get the PTO shaft you're always fighting with in there, and kicking, levering, and getting the bar under it, because you never park it on a perfectly even piece. So yeah, this is a 3-point from Amazon too, something cheap. It was like I don't know, $79 for this thing, and I just welded it on there onto the back of the metal, and bada bing bada boom. And we're going to spread a little seed, and we're going to cultipack the fluffy dirt for seed to soil contact, and hopefully we'll do better than last year, and we'll actually have something growing. All right. So I just wanted to show you this little gizmo, and could use a little bit of TLC with the grinder still, and one thing at a time. Get this stuff as it gets back into the shop for maintenance. We'll maybe make it look a little more pretty, and touch up the paint and whatnot. But for now, we're just going to try it out, and hopefully it works good. I think it will. And just show you this for food for thought and ideas. And this whole thing, I don't know, I had the pipe. Drain pipe, I don't know. Drain pipe can be expensive, I think, if you have to buy it. Sometimes you can find little pieces like this on Craigslist or whatever. That would be the place to get it. This is a nice one because it's got the corrugated, and the pipe, of course, is pretty thick. So I think that'll work nice. But you could probably use solid pipe too without any problems. It's just about, getting the seed into that fluffy dirt and making a nice seed bed. Even if you're, running your push planter through. But, geez, I think the most expensive thing was the axle. That might have been 40 bucks. And the bearings were 10 bucks. And the metal might have been, I don't know. Let's say the metal was 50 bucks. So for 100, it's a couple $100, you got a cultipacker. If you ever seen these things for sale, like at the tractor dealership, they're thousands, heck with that. Thousands of bucks for a cultipacker, And then you got to ship the thing because they never make them like right down the street from your house. So you got a couple thousand in shipping. So you're into it for the price of the tractor for one implement that you're going to use, for what, once a year in the spring maybe, or in the fall for a couple hours. Nah, make it yourself right here. If anybody has any questions on it, or you want an explanation of, or an in-depth picture of one part or another, I can even probably dig up, the Amazon link or whatever need be, for the bearings or the axle, or the little cheap 3-point mount. But yeah. All right, have a good one. Joe at Meadowhawks Farm. Thanks very much.